The angels take the stage, so to speak. And I'm sorry to miss all of you last month. I was a little bit sick there, and I'm back in fit as a fiddle. And just so happy to be here today to share whatever the angels want to bring through for us in this last angel update of the year as we enter the holiday season and a few days before solstice. So my name is Adria Estribou, and the angels that speak through me, it's usually Angel Raphael or Ariel, will announce themselves when they come through. And this one doesn't have a particular topic. It's just whatever the angels see for humanity is useful for us to know to navigate our lives here on planet Earth. This is Angel Raphael. We come into a season of slow growth, so some of you are still a bit rattled by how much change there was in this year. So we come into a season of slow growth, which is, when growth is slow, you're still aware and you're paying attention and you're pruning and weeding, so to speak. But it's not like you're there with a catcher's mitt trying to anticipate every movement of universal love as it comes through you and towards you. It can be a little bit more reflective, symptomatic of a gentler time. So you don't have to feel so much that you need to be alert on your toes right now in terms of energy fluctuation. It's at a little bit of an ebb, which to our view, angelic view, is not a negative given how, let's say, overly high solar and other inputs have been for many months. Overly high only in the sense that human conditioning of generations has been to accept a certain levels and layers and heights of energy, and Earth has surpassed that for many months now. So the human self may be feeling a little worn out and also exhilarated. It's an interesting combination because you're receiving so much in terms of digesting information, new growth of soul interpretation of what's happening in this life. In other words, the synthesis of what's available to you has been extraordinary. So there may be some exhilaration around that. At the same time, there can be fatigue about how much has been interpreted and received and grown into. So this is a season next month, this coming month from now till mid-January, end of January, is a slower growth. So you can feel a little bit like things are on simmer on the back stove, and things are still, the recipe is still, the flavors are coming together. It's a progress, so to speak. So it's not a stall, it's not a backwards type of interpretation of what's going on, but it's just not a high flame where you have to be there every second watching to make sure the house doesn't burn in addition to your meal. So a gentler focus is warranted, we would say, suggested, only because you've had to be on vigil for so long in different waves of this planetary evolution and growth. And because not so much is going on, there's still plenty happening, and the energies are good, positive, supportive. But we would say it's a good time to relax into a bit more of a reflexive stance. So not to have that pressure on yourself that this is the time when creativity should surge forward and be seen, be noticed and be seen, or that this is the time to finally put your face out in the world on that book cover, or we're just speaking about this next 6 weeks, 4 weeks. So we don't mean forecast for the year, just that if you take things a little gentler now, you might as well, because you've had to be on vigil, and there will be some more excitement coming up in 2024 where there may be big waves you want to ride. Very, very positive energies coming again. But they are more, unlike the lightning change from a few months ago, they are more like a big crest, like a wave. So you will have time to get on and to ride it, but that takes still the energy of staying present and focused and on the board, so to speak, if you're riding the wave, right? So good time to let things mellow in, whatever that means for you. For some people that's about being with community, family. For some it's about being alone for an hour or a week, a month. Whatever feels the most restful. Not because you are depleted, but because it's always good to have, just as in the course of any 24 hours, you let the body have that exhilaration, times of movement and times of rest, and then times of reflection, having conversation or reading a book, something like this. This would be more like the time of reflection where you're having a conversation or reading a book. So you're present, you're alert, things are going on, you're still digesting both energetically and mentally and physically what's going on, but it's not so much an exertion, and it's not so much a huge, brilliant, rattling change just now. So if you're not pushing for that, then you don't have to feel like you're disgruntled, disappointed. And also if you mellow into the rest and reflection, then you'll feel quite rested when these big waves come in 2024, and we'll let you know. Again, they're quite positive. It's just that not by any design, but just what's happening right now, there's a little bit of a lull, and not in any negative sense, but we'd suggest make use of it. Be with the energies instead of fighting to produce, or be seen. It's just not quite the time for that. So stay a little, behind the scenes. The movie will still go on, production will still go on, as an analogy here in your life. But right now you're behind the set, or in front of the set, behind the camera, and just reflecting and having a chat with friends. Good. So nothing's gone wrong. It could feel like a little bit of a cliff drop from lightning change to where you are now, because things aren't necessarily spinning up into new horizons so rapidly, all of a sudden and so much at once. So enjoy this season to be mellow. And we are with you. If you have your individual or societal wishes for us, for angelic support, please do call on us. You don't need to be any particular faith to call upon angels. Angels are serving the best, highest good of humankind. So anytime you want to call on angels, you're a human, right? So you can. That's the only qualifier. That's who we are meant to serve with. Good. This is Adria. So that's the end of the message for today. It's usually short and sweet as usual these days for the angel update, and wishing you so much joy and love, and whatever that means to you, a happy reflective time. I may be sending out a few little videos here and there. We'll see. I never quite know until I'm in that moment in the day what the angels want to send through. And I'm certainly back for individual sessions or groups if you're in Sedona as well. My office space here will be opening very soon, I'd say, by January, if not sooner. So look forward to seeing you in person or on Zoom or next month on Angel Update. So much love.